So, welcome to Quarantine Edition .2.
Woo!
Of
2 or
Dungeon
3.
Damsels.
I don't remember anymore.
The
Blur.
unfortunate news is that Jackie has left our campaign due to work conflicts, and so I have plans for Adlanna, and you guys will just have to find out what those are. And we're gonna go right over to our spotlight, which is my friend Amanda, who makes super cute stuff. And she has an Etsy called Stars and Sprinkles Co. And she makes super adorable, like food animal combos. And she's got pins and stickers. She's got an Instagram too. So I just want to spread the love for Amanda. She's like a self-taught artist.
I mean, Stars and Sprinkles kind of says it all.
Pretty much. It's good branding.
Right there.
Good branding right there.
It just oozes cuteness.
So, last time, you guys, what happened is... I'm pretty sure you guys were, just split the party. Am I right?
Always the best idea.
Last I remember, we were at the dress shop.
Yeah, you were at the dress shop, and...
Built the backstory.
Yeah, I think you guys just left for the funeral.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I'm gonna put the fun in funeral.
Yeah, so, we're gonna get started.
And we just signed up, is it? Fairius, yeah. We signed up Fairius for the tournament.
Yeah. So last time in Toril, you guys signed up Fairius and disguised him as a drow to put him in the arena for the men's battle, or a male battle, I should say. And then you have Keyanthi and Luna who are going to the funeral with the dressed up Ryurick, and so that leaves the party with Luna, Keyanthi, and Ryurick in one group, and then back at Mara's place we have the other team. We have Ellie and Tarina and Adlanna, technically. Senya is also there, but she's an old lady in the background.
Old lady in the background.
And I don't know, is there a way to just share like a random image and not have it be anything in this?
What do you mean?
Well, I drew all these drawings and I want you to see them. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. Can I make this bigger? Whoa. Alright.
Oh, you're showing it on Roll20.
Yeah. So there we go, we got Fairius over here.
Oh, nice.
Fairius happening. Here's Narte.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
There we go. We'll show you Ryurick real quick. I think he turned out pretty cute.
Aw.
Oh, we like him.
He was like, technically.
And let's see, who else would you run into? There, you guys can see Mara. You're at her shop. So.
Oh, wow. She looks cool. She's got like a little Asian theme going on.
Yeah. That's what's happening.
Does she have a cool nose piercing?
Yeah, she's got a cool nose piercing.
Dang.
So how do the ear piercings work? Like, does it pierce through the whole bar, or they're just little points?
That's so she has one piercing on the lower part of her ear, and then like the top part is just a cuff.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of like wraps around the top. All right, let me get some music going.
Oh, man, it's been a while since I've used Roll20. I want to roll a dice. Just.
Do it. That's what we did.
So we're gonna start with Keyanthi and Luna.
Okay.
Oh, why?
So you guys head through Toril with Ryurick in hand and walk towards the Cathedral of Black Tears, which has different music, so I'll give you a second.
Oh.
And so this is the Bulgarian Orthodox Church chant. And I really wanted to find nuns, but I only found monks, so Just bear in mind they're actually supposed to be female singers because there are priestesses and not monks. The funeral. So you guys come to the basically the courtyard of the church, and it's a giant cathedral. So the funeral procession starts at the Abbey. Not the Abbey of the Fallen. The Cathedral of Fallen Tears. I mean, not Fallen Tears. Holy cow! Of Black Tears. The building here is erected from stone that is darker than the surrounding area, indicating that it was quarried and transferred from elsewhere in the caverns. Large flying buttresses shoot out at jagged angles in a bizarre and slightly uncomfortable manner. A looming staircase leads to the large double doors currently open for the funeral. You can see a gathering of rich and poor alike in the courtyard of the cathedral. And for the first time in Toril, you see human and dwarves as well. Before, you just saw a lot of... hang on. Boop. Before, you just saw a lot of drow. So all of the humans and dwarves appear to be either accompanying a drow that is male or female, and you notice that they all have silver bangles or bracelets on them. So why don't you roll an intelligence check?
Dirty 20.
Nice. Okay, so you surmise that these bangles are probably an example of how they track their slaves, essentially. This is probably an example of the slave system in the Dark Matrix.
That's a very educated guess. I'm impressed.
I mean, yeah, she got a 20, so...
Yeah, she's noble. She's got that.
She
got that learning.
The slaves appear to be healthy, but some do bear scars.
Glad I'm not going to this funeral. Jeez.
Yeah, there is a clear pathway that leads into the cathedral. It hasn't been roped off, but it rather seems to be a cultural awareness to stay out of walkways. There's a procession of mourners, each representing a house in Toril, and they all wear black, but there are a few who wear a secondary color. And you can, generally surmise that, those who wear the same color are part of, the same group.
They're very organized.
Yes, they're organized.
Territorial.
Did we plan with that, or?
No, you just wear black.
I'm wearing all black. That's all I got.
Same.
There is, a group wearing soft yellow, and there's another group wearing turquoise underneath their black attire. You mostly see females amongst both groups, but you do see some males dispersed amongst them. However, they do tend to stay pretty close to the females. Alright, so you guys can enter the cathedral. I'm pretty sure that's what you want to do, but I'll give you options as to what you want to do. You can leave.
Yeah, let's get this over with.
Okay, alright, so you march in.
Yeah.
And into this gargantuan cathedral, and at the end you see, so there's this long hallway. It's this big open cathedral. So imagine a big black cathedral, but there aren't pews. There are basically floor pillows for people to sit on, and they are organized in rows. And then there is a line of drow mourners going to kind of this raised platform of stairs, so an altar or a dais for a throne. And at the end you see this, I'll show you, I drew a picture. This lady.
Whoa.
And Ryurick leans over and says, "That's High Priestess, indeed. She's also known as the Gold Matron. She's kind of scary. And next to her, you see another person who looks a lot like Ryurick.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
And she is currently standing next to the not the lore matron, the high priestess. She's currently greeting all the mourners in line, and you notice that Ryurick is staring at her.
Do you know her?
Yeah, that's my mom. I haven't... He kind of like shifts pretty uncomfortably. He like wrings his hands. I haven't seen her in 50 years.
Would she want to see you?
I don't know. Either way, I think it would complicate things if she recognized me.
Yeah, that's right. He's dressed up like a girl.
Do you guys think maybe you could distract her when I'm up there? Because I do need to make an offering too. Yeah, you know, like,
How can you distract somebody at a funeral without being disrespectful?
Tackle him.
I think if you're just overly respectful, I think that's the best thing to do.
I guess that would kind of work for us if like we're total outsiders sort of thing. Like that would look normal for us to be cautious.
Yeah, just remember, your name is Fiona here, right?
yeah. Right, I'm Fiona. Okay.
Yeah. Fiona.
I know.
Your grandmother is friends with the deceased from some time ago. But was this woman that you know? Does she know the deceased?
Is she your sister?
The lady next to the matron, the high priestess, that's my mom.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Well.
Elves. Huh.
Yeah, my mom was the elf. I don't know. I was pretty young when I...
You just need to remember what your mother last remembers about you and be anything but that. That's the only advice I can give. He puts in...
He falls into deep thought. And almost a mild state of panic. Okay, well, we got plenty...
The opposite of what you were was really loud and obnoxious and attention drawing.
Well, I was really quiet and reserved like I am kind of now, so I don't think that would be wise to be the exact opposite, which would be loud.
True.
Maybe we can... He looks at the chandeliers. I don't know, maybe you can knock a chandelier down? No, that's too much.
That's a lot louder and obnoxious than we should be at a funeral.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad idea. Huh. Well...
Alright, well, we'll just have to go through like the others and just do our best, so...
Yeah, maybe if we just act normal, then she won't notice. I mean, it's been 50 years. She probably hasn't really noticed me. I don't know.
Are they approaching like one by one, or is it like group at a time?
So they approach, like, it's typically... It is a single file line, but people do come up together. So, you could come up as a group of 3 and it wouldn't be, like, unheard of.
Yeah, I was thinking of, like, if we were to put him in between us.
Okay.
So that, like, Keyanthi and I, like, doing the, like, overly respectful outsider thing, like, would draw the attention, and, like, then there's just this guy in between, or girl in between who's normal.
Maybe we should put her on the farthest away side of her. Because then she would be focusing on them, she's focusing on us.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, we could do that. So the two of you stand on either side of a very nervous Fiona and wait. As you're waiting, Ryurick kind of like starts to chatter a little nervously. But he does give you useful information. He points to a lady who is wearing black and has a soft yellow underneath her mourning robe. So he says, that's the lore matron. I'll bring her up.
The law matron?
The lore matron.
War matron.
That's the lore matron. She's the head of the Aha clan. And, mainly, she's kind of new. It's a little unusual for a lore matron to have this much influence. But she mainly deals with cultural and historical significance. You guys keep scooting along in the line. He fidgets a little. Here, I'll actually bring up Ryurick too.
Don't worry, Fiona. We'll be alright. Take deep breaths.
Okay.
Maybe not as deep a breath, but not as loud too. So just breathe quietly, but continuously.
Right.
Don't want you tapping out.
Right.
But don't breathe like 2 deep breaths, because like if you keep doing that for too long, that can also make you pass out.
Okay.
So probably just making it worse. Sorry.
Alright, you guys, come to the dais. And are a few feet away from the High Priestess and Ryurick's mother, whose name is Deidre. He's like, okay, this is it. Aha. Alright, we're gonna...
Alright, so then we bow.
Yeah, bowing is a good idea. So, you approach, you bow, and the High Priestess raises an eyebrow at you guys, but doesn't say anything. But Deidre, Ryurick's mom, does say, I don't recognize you. How are you related to the deceased?
Are you talking to us or him?
She's looking at, like, all 3 of you. So...
For sure. As an aside, I think our stories that we're helping our escorts for our friend Fiona because she's scared of crowds, right? Or something.
Yeah, I think that was your cover story.
Yeah.
But we also both have noble backgrounds, so like it would kind of look like ambassador-ish.
Could be.
Alright,
I'm trying
go.
not to be a noble background.
Good point.
Good point.
That doesn't work for Keyanthi.
Why don't you say you're my cousin or something?
Okay, I'll be your cousin. What's up? Alright, let's do this. Alright, turn around. After we finish our pow, we turn right back around. I elbow Luna. You go first.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll like introduce myself as like, should I say lady? I'm gonna say lady. Yeah, make myself sound more official.
Uh-huh.
And like I'll probably like introduce myself in a way that I can that kind of casually shows the ring. But it's like I'm from a noble family sort of thing.
Okay, make...
But like kind of like representing like my cousin here representing my family.
Alright, hang on, I'm just adjusting volume on you guys.
Did you say something?
I was just give me a second, that's all. So make a persuasion check.
Do I have guidance?
I'll say, if you want to do guidance, you'd have to also do a sleight of hand so she doesn't notice it.
Okay, then I guess I'll just...
She doesn't notice you slapping your own face.
Okay, persuasion.
Milk you!
8.
8. And, which family is that?
What did she say? And I guess like from Burkus. And I guess like mention my dad.
Okay, so you're like, Lord Mark from, the...
I did kind of mention like what is it that he was as like a war hero or something that he was famous for.
Okay.
That wasn't against the drought, was it?
No, it was just, like, amongst, the humans were fighting the forest elves. And she cocks her head, like, what is... what's even happening? Ryurick kind of elbows you and it's just like, oh, my grandmother knew the deceased, and I have come to represent old ties. That is all. And I have exotic friends. We'll see. Oh, okay. You got 17. So,
Okay.
she, sort of nods slowly. Alright. Well, Mother did keep interesting company. Nevertheless, please make your offering. And so, Ryurick kind of shuffles by, okay? And, it's much like the small shrines you've seen around where they have, like, a pinprick and they make a blood offering. So he makes his blood offering, and then, you guys turn to, basically, like, leave the cathedral, and wait for the rest of the procession to finish their offerings, because the march won't begin until it's all done. So, we're actually going to switch over to our other team.
Oh, gosh.
We avoided doing anything that time at all.
Woo. Okay, back at Mara's shop. This has been painted and armored to enter the male competition and the sand pit. He readies his sword and dagger, checking the straps and sharpening the blades. Narte paces about the room and sighs. Ugh, I'm going to fight. I'm so bored up here. Maybe Adlanna will have something for me to do. It was only because...
Well, we only took...
Fairius with us. Because it's easier to transport a fox than... peacock. Right? He was a peacock?
Yeah, he's a peacock.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess that's...
Or a humanoid.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like... He pouts, and Fairius is enough. This is about saving Kenny, not...
What did you say?
This is about saving Kenny.
They call him Kenny?
They call him Kenny.
Aw.
This is about saving Kenny. Besides, discretion isn't your strong suit. Kind of like... he, like, eyes the floor as, like, all these, like, peacock plumage is now scattered across the floor. Narte shrugs. I'm just saying you're more a ranged guy. That's all I'm saying. And you are unpredictable. So they kind of square off, and then Narte's like, alright, fine.
Don't worry. Me and Tarina's gonna accompany him. Right? We can... I don't know, maybe we can sneak in. Because I don't know why they didn't like girls. It's dumb.
I mean, I'm not sure why they have... Maybe they have female competitions. Adlanna says, I will accompany him. We'll go and watch. Make sure that he doesn't, get too hurt. Don't worry about it, Narte. Okay. And, all of a sudden, you see Adlanna actually, like, buckle over, and she goes, ah! Oh, ow.
Are you okay? Do you need to eat more bones?
She, shakes it off, says, it might just be heartburn. Even I can outrun old age. But, yeah, I could use more potent materials to, help my current situation, help my body equalize. And Senya comes over immediately and says, oh, what is wrong? Heartburn? You should drink ginger. It will help. And then she sits by the fire and starts to knit, and and beckons Narte come. I will tell you stories of Adlanna when she was little. And he's just like, ooh, I want to know about those. Adlanna, she's like, Mother, don't tell him stories about me. Oh, but he's so interested. Okay, fine, just not the one about me and Luca getting lost. Oh, but that's the best one.
I mean, maybe we can find you some demon bones? Maybe that weird Mothman has demon bones.
Well, he did present to me an opportunity. The Mothman, I'll call him Akarovich, as he introduced himself. He basically wants me to take down a competitor of his that he called Zert. And he told me he wouldn't be hard to find because he's the only other devil in town that's a male. So we can find him and kill him. And then I will have all the demon blood I want. I could also just ask him nicely, maybe he'll do that. I haven't really decided what I want to do yet. But I have no idea where this guy is, so let's just get Fairius to the sand pit and maybe we can gather more information there.
Who knows? Maybe he's at the sand pit too.
I mean, it's possible. Alright, so, do you guys want to do anything else? Or do you want to just head to the sand pit?
And there.
Okay!
Yeah, I guess we could just go there.
Hi, this is Tiffany, your DM. Thank you for watching Dungeon Damsels. This is not the end of the session, so please stay tuned for the next part. We update on Tuesdays and Saturdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're interested in supporting us more, please push the subscribe button, like, or comment. We also have a Patreon, wink wink nudge nudge, and our show is in podcast form. You can find us on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Podbean, Spotify, and plenty of other podcast platforms. Thanks, we hope to hear from you soon.